Today I'll be reacting to fried rattlesnake. Oh boy, I was not even aware this was a thing, my friends. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description. I love this channel. This gentleman cooks amazing, and I love his style, cowboy style, right? It's a tremendous channel, so give him some love. That's it. Well, let's play it.
Hey folks, y'all hear that? You better put on your snake boots before you come into camp for this episode. Come on, because it's going to be good. You're going to want to see this one.
Okay, let's do it. Ooh, I love this intro, by the way. Country life is the best life.
He was on the porch a while ago. Well, we're going down there to my son's house. My grandson lived not too far from him.
Sure.
And he knew that I'd been wanting a snake. They say this is a big one, so with some luck, hey, we might have some fried snake for breakfast.
It's 8:30 at night.
Wait, they catch the snakes? Well, to be honest, yeah, they don't go to... Okay, never mind. They don't go to Walmart and buy the snake. Okay, never mind. This makes sense.
Snakes, you know, it's cooling off that time of year, and them snakes is coming back looking for some warm concrete to lay on, so we got him hemmed up.
Oh, they do? Oh my god!
Holy, what's... Okay, I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, dang. How far will that thing, like...
Oh, okay.
How close do you want to get?
No, I don't want to get that close.
You can get right
Two
up here
times
by
his
the
body.
hole.
Hang on.
Yeah,
There.
he'll rear up a little bit.
Ooh.
Can this snake
Ooh, he's
kill you?
mad.
Oh, she's mad. No, this will be difficult.
All right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we call that in the butt to have some meat, as y'all seen it after we clean it here in a minute, because all you're getting is that loin right down the back, and you'll be good eating. Ooh, good to be back in camp. It is. It was a long night after skinning that snake and trying to get everything just right so we could cook it for y'all. But you don't want to miss out on none of this stuff, so make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the ding-dong bell, and you won't never miss out.
Ding-dong bell.
Well, friends, one thing. The other day someone told me that it's also very common to eat common. I'm not sure how common, actually, but people eat alligator. Is more common to eat rattlesnake or to eat alligator? I don't know.
Yeah, ding-dong bell. That's what
Is
I
that
said.
Okie for...
Yeah, that's Okie for
I always think
ding-dong
you're
bell.
saying Bill.
Just ring the ding-dong bell, Shan said, okay? Products we use and the printable recipe will be right down below. Rattlesnake. Whew. I've had them crawl into camp. I've nearly stepped on them in camp. I've been bit in the heel of a boot when I was a young child picking plums in a plum thicket. Scared me to death. I don't hunt snake, but if I have one come into camp where I think I'm fitting to get bit, I'm thinking, hors d'oeuvres. That's what we're going to have right before them cowboys come in, because ain't no sense in wasting something. The skin become the hat band, the meat become, fine dining it did. And when you're eating snake, folks, I just want to tell you right now, don't think you can be getting one of them like this. Ain't no meat on them. Now, I do want you to know right from the start, don't do this at home. If you've had no experience in this as a snake wrangler, don't just go outside and say, hey, I'm going to pick that snake up. That snake will bite you, folks. Get you.
Don't worry. Yeah, sir, you don't have to worry. I'm not going all of a sudden to, to the woods here catching snakes. No chance.
Some of them blue gloves. Let me see what happens here. I think you know which kind I'm talking about. Let me look in here. Folks, you gonna get you some of them or whatever color you think goes with your apparel that you're wearing. See, it matches my outfit today, it does. Because to me, snake meat, and when you're skinning a snake, that old skin and stuff and the fat that is on one, has a little odor to it. But you gotta make sure, just like any wild game that you're fixing, it is washed many times and rinsed, cleaned really well, and then let's get it to where we need it to be after that. For snake, or even old wild hog, I always like to soak in buttermilk overnight. Now, the reason I like to use buttermilk is I think there's a little acid in there that helps sort of break that stuff down, but also it's going to give it a more tender flavor, a more southern rich flavor to me. Let that thing set.
Is this type of meat... I know it's not available Easy, of course. But is this type of meat healthy? For example, comparing with beef?
At least 6 hours. I like to go overnight. Now you see me in this little deal we had last night, add a little water to that buttermilk because I want to make sure he's covered really well. But if you got enough buttermilk, just use plain buttermilk all the way through. So we're going to start with a cup of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of cornmeal because I like to have a little bit of that crunchiness you get out there, you know, like when you're frying fish.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go a tablespoon.
What the hell is that?
Of what? Red River Ranch mesquite. You ain't got none? Shannon will have you a link up there where you can get it because this stuff got a little ancho chili in there, but a good mesquite flavoring. Cayenne pepper. Ooh. I like my snake to bite, but I like him to bite in a good way after I done got him cooked up a notch. So we're just going to put just a tad because it don't take much of this. So we're going to put it right there. Onion powder, teaspoonful.
Look who showed up.
And look who come
good.
in, the taste testers. And we're going to go about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder.
You know, I feel like I'm watching a wizard. He knows what he's doing.
Which is that much.
100%.
Now to that, y'all have seen me drag it out many times when we're frying. What is it? Cornstarch. It's not only for first aid and medical ingredients of thickening gravy. It is good to help batter adhere to meat and make it puff there and have a good crust. So we're going to go with 2 tablespoons.
Okay, 2. Makes sense.
That completes the dry section of this smoothie. So let's get her mixed up really well. Now we may have to add a little to this if the snake is bigger than what we got for, because you can't just go to the towns to the butcher man and say, I'd like a 4-pound snake, please, because I don't think he's going to have him. So
That's what I thought. Okay, sure.
we're going to have a little dry. We got to have a little wet. What do we call them? Cackle berries. That is what they are called. And we've taken 2 of them. A cup of milk, which is that much right there. Pardon me while I put this back in the refrigerator.
Refrigerator? Oh my.
Get you a whisk. Time to drag out the main feature of this attraction, and that is the snake. There he is, folks.
Oh
He
my
has been
God, the snake
bathing
is white.
in the buttermilk all night. Well, let's just start by cleaning up these little edges here. And you got to cut through that backbone just like that. So make sure you just clean them up. I want to square them off here a little.
Wait, they have, but they still
Now
have
we're
the
just going to
bone.
cut him into about 4-inch pieces. Something that'll fry up really well. You know, this old fella here, he's pretty stout. That backbone is thicker than mine.
Holy.
Let's go ahead and put these in the milk and egg mixture. And you can use buttermilk if you've seen fit. But folks, he done had a buttermilk bath, so I'm just giving him a milk and egg bath. Then we're going.
By the way, my friends, I'm not pausing that much on this video because I don't know how to react to this. This is crazy to me. Is this crazy to you, my friends, or is this something that you guys are already aware?
I'm going to take him right over here. Make sure he gets some of that all the way through because I want that good crust on there. And what are we going to do? You guessed it. We're going to double baptize, we are.
Okay.
Then we're just going to set them right over here on this plate till we get the rest of them done and the oil gets hot. Then we're going to fry up some crispy goodness.
For people that try this, how the taste is like what? Chicken? You know?
Long time, folks, they have. And I am sure old Cookie going down the trail, he found many of them crawling there in an old wagon tracker on the trail. Hey, that's meat. Let's throw it in the pot. A lot of them even made like a rattlesnake stew. You just cook that stuff down a little bit in a skillet, add you some peppers, onions, everything that go with it, throw it back in there, rattlesnake chili. Hey, them old cookies used it a whole lot. I fixed it on ranches for cowboys as hors d'oeuvres on hors d'oeuvre night, fried in some good peanut oils. What we're using today, we're about 2 inches deep in that old fine neck skillet. I've heated it to about 350.
The guy even have a machine, the guy, no, the gentleman, even have a machine to see the temperature of the, okay.
5 degrees we have. It is
he knows what he's doing. 100%.
Time to fry some snake. Lay them in there gingerly, and I don't like to crowd them up now. We're just going to do 3 pieces at a time. That way you get more of an even cook. And I want you to make sure that the pieces that you're putting in there are sort of the same size. Just as everything tapers off in life, so does a snake's body. So long to short, thicker to thin, make sure they sort of match when you put them in here. You can see them little fellers have done floated back up there at the top. I like to roll them over, even though they're already submerged in grease. And that snake don't want to lay on his belly. They never have. And that reminds me of an old wives' tale that
Dude, I think that is going to taste good actually.
I heard many years ago. You got that
That looks like fried chicken.
snake, throw him out there on the
Oh
ground,
my god, I may like rattlesnake and I'm not aware.
or hang him on a fence. If he rolls over belly side up, it's going to rain that night. Really golden, crispy brown, and we are nearly there. How long do they fry? Don't take long, folks, because you got to remember that loin run down that little snake's back ain't very big, and the rest of it is just rib meat, very thin, so it don't take long to cook a snake.
Wait, why there is another... What? Oh, this is people catching snakes, okay. This snake is all over America? Or more in the south, where it's a bit hot?
That's what I call a good crust. I want you to listen to him.
Oh yeah.
That's like a shell on a turtle's back. That stuff will repel water if you set it out there, I promise, and that's what we're after. I'm
Oh, repels water.
not going to take a bite of this one just yet. I'm just going to show you about what we're talking about on this loin. So let me just crack that shell on there, and we're going to look here and see.
Show us.
There ain't a whole lot there. This is about what you're getting, folks. You get right again that loin, and you can pick on them bones and clean it off. But if you're feeding a lot of people, I'm just going to tell you right now, you better start snake hunting last year, because it's going to take a bunch. So let me just go ahead and have me a little old bite of this.
Kent,
Oh,
does it taste like chicken?
Chicken.
No, got more of a chewy texture than anything like a fish or a chicken would have. Now there
Okay.
is a distinct taste to that to me, and it's not what I'd call gamey, but just sort of like a mild white fish. What we're gonna do?
Okay, so more like fish. Oh my god, this is so interesting.
We're gonna put this sauce on it. Now, I like two different kinds.
Do you guys like this type of videos? Because this gentleman cooks crazy stuff in my book. Maybe not for you. Would you guys like me to react to more stuff like this? If so, leave me a like, my friends. I would love to do it. To be honest, this is just me watching. There's no reaction. I don't know what to say. I mean, okay.
This is a smoky sauce that's got a little honey, and
100% there is restaurants that sell rattlesnake. Probably very specific ones, I feel like, but maybe that there is, right?
do you know Duke has his own mayonnaise company, Duke the Dog, Duke's Mayonnaise. So I'm gonna put a little right down here. And a lot of y'all turned us on to that Duke's Mayonnaise, and let me tell you, that stuff is some fine dining.
Duke's mayonnaise is another thing that not the first time people mention. Is this the brand when it comes to mayonnaise?
Dining? Fine dining. Another great method that I like to use to dip my snake in, what is it? Kent Rollins green chili chipotle relish. Give that snake a bite the second time.
We need a snake charmer dance.
No, it's called a snake stomping dance.
So this could be...
If he's a big snake, you get plumb up here on top of the table. Woo! Crocodile Dundee ain't got nothing on me, folks. Snake will make you athletic. You ever been
I love this channel.
walking through the pasture and you see one, you can jump twice as far as you ever thought you could. I'm just telling you. Now down below, we'll have you some resources of where you can find you some snake if you need some, because I am not recommending you going out into the wilderness and trying to catch your own if you don't know what's going on. I don't want to hear about you getting snake bit. I tip my hat to our servicemen and women and all the veterans who keep that flag flying over camp. We shall not forget you ever, and we keep you in our thoughts and prayers. We would also
Oh,
like to tell
amazing.
you all, be sure you like, you share, and you subscribe because we don't want you to miss out. Now, I need a favor from you. Get you some food. Ring the bell across there. Take it to your neighbor. Take it to someone who might need a meal, who you just want to share and visit with, and then tell them, you want to eat again at my house, you better subscribe to them Cowboy Kent Rollins videos. So we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. God bless you, each and every one, and I'll see you down the fried rattlesnake trail.
Oh, I love Ace channel. I mean, he seems really a nice person. I really like this type of videos. This looks good. I mean, for me, the meat looks like still fried chicken, but looks really good actually. Maybe I like fry. I don't know. I mean, I might try rattlesnake when I go to America if I can.
Let's try some
But to
snake.
be honest, I feel like will be really difficult. Do you guys think will be more difficult to find this or alligator?
Beak says it'll work. Dookie, you like snake? Yeah, I think you could be part snake
What's that
dog. I
like?
do.
It's meat.
We have a very special shout out this week, and that is to Shelby and the James gang. They might have been part of that outlaw bunch. I don't know, but we appreciate y'all watching. We really do.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, my friends. This was amazing. I had a lot of fun. A bit of a different video, I feel like. But, oh, pigs in blankets. Okay. 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 Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Really had a lot of fun reacting to this one. I say this all the time, but I really mean it. It means a lot that you guys end up spending this time with me. If you can leave a like, again, thank you. If you can subscribe, you make my day. You already know. See you guys in the next one.